The people of our city and country were devastated after the September 11th attacks, and some turned to sports for comfort.
Yeah, the New York Mets were a remedy during that dark time, and they continue to be. 611's Michelle Ross has more on the former Mets players paid a visit to a local firehouse ahead of marking 22 years since that day.
A sport can provide healing. For Mets fans in New York City, it came in the form of a home run by Mike Piazza at Shea Stadium on September 21st, 2001. 10 days after the 9/11 attacks on the World Trade Center.
It just uplifted everyone. You saw people laughing, crying, hugging each other.
And the healing continues. 22 years later, former Mets players John Franco and Todd Zeile carry on the tradition of their annual visits to local firehouses across the city ahead of the 9/11 anniversary.
We're not heroes, man. We're just baseball players that try to do what we could do. You know, we went out there and we try to help out as best we can. The heroes are the guys and men and women every day, the police and firemen, who put their lives on the line. I mean, those are the heroes.
They initially visited Ground Zero and the first responders there following the attacks.
We were angry about what had happened, and at the same time, empathetic. I met fathers that lost two sons. I met kids that lost their father.
During their visit to Engine Company 16, Ladder Company 7 in Kips Bay, firefighters left a few times heading out to their runs. Inside the firehouse is a memorial with the writing list of who worked on that fateful day and tools that belonged to them found at Ground Zero, from a facepiece to life-saving rope. The Mets plan to continue this tradition for as long as possible.
We went to the firehouse right by Ground Zero. It was totally destroyed. And ever since then, we made it a pledge. You know, any of the guys in the area, we'd always go to the firehouse to pay our respects.
And on Monday, there will be a commemoration ceremony at Citi Field when the Mets take on the Diamondbacks. Former Mets players will be catching the first pitches. Reporting in Kips Bay, Michelle Ross, Pix 11 News.